In this video, we're going to show you how to create your own prompt so that it ends up on this page, the essaypop lesson library page, which is accessed by clicking the library tab. And when you're done, your prompts are going to end up in an area called My Prompts, and they'll always be there for you to use. To get started, you'll come to this view here by going to the Create tab. As you can see, it's in orange, highlighted. Now there's two things you can do here. You can go to the prompt library, which will take you to pre-made essaypop lessons. Great place to go if you're in a rush or if you just want to try out a new lesson. However, to create your own prompt, you're going to want to click on the purple tile, which is going to take you to the creation wizard. And this is where you are going to build your prompt. As you can see with the wizard, we've made it pretty easy for the creator. All you have to do is follow these little circles and move from left to right across the wizard to create your prompt. Here you're going to be creating your name, what subject area, etc., the grade level. And next you can just go through and decide on your word count. What kind of a prompt is this going to be? Is it going to be narrative, short response, multiple paragraph? Or if you have a customized template, then you would go here and you would select the customized template that you've created and apply that to the prompt. So you just move along, hitting the little circles at the bottom. And here you can see you'll add your actual prompt itself, any kind of criteria. Each of these frames is set up with a formatting palette, so you can color code, you can bold, you can italicize, whatever you want to do. And you just keep moving along. And you can go as detailed as you want with this, or if you're in a rush, you can move right through and leave any of these blank. You'll still create your prompt. A lot of times what teachers will do is they'll go through and they'll create, on one day and then kind of refresh it or add to it on another day. You can always build these as you find yourself having time. You have your resources here, the actual lesson steps, and again, you can go into as much detail as you would like to in these areas. When you get to the last frame, you'll be able to sort of put a ribbon on it. The teaser is something that the students will see. This gets the user in the mood or in the mindset to go ahead and work on this prompt. The why we love it is a note to fellow teachers. This will not be seen by the student, so this can kind of be, the background information or the secret sauce behind the lesson. The tags are actually really important in the categories because this is where you're going to tag it in a way that it can be searched in the library using our filtering system, okay? And then finally, you can add a picture. Now, we are tied in with a service called Unsplash, which offers free art that you can go to from their website. And I'm going to show you how to create that image so that you can customize it for your assignment. So this is Unsplash. This is a place where you can get free, high quality photos for your lesson. And let's just say we're looking for a image that has to do with nature. So what you would do is you would go to the image you like, and you want to find an image that's sort of television screen formatted, if you know what we mean. Otherwise, areas will be cut off. This one here is actually perfect. So when you click on that, it is going to make the image larger. And what you do at this point is you double click and you copy the image address, like so. Now that you've captured the image address, you're going to be able to bring it over to the essaypop wizard. So you've got the picture you want. Now you're going to import it into the system here. And the way you do that, it's quite simple. You go in and you hit the little flag here, and that's going to bring up the area where you're going to put your saved image address. So we'll get rid of that image, going to replace it with this URL here, hit OK. Now it's important that you give credit. I'm going to give credit to the artist. This was V2OSK. It must be their handle. Go ahead and put that in there. And as you can see now, my beautiful picture is loaded into my lesson. And now when I hit save, this is going to save it on to my actual lesson. And this is the thumbnail that people will see when they go to the lesson library. So that's basically it. That's how you create your individual and unique prompt. So let's take a look at the lesson now that it's created, and you'll see that all those areas that you filled out in the wizard are showing up here And you've got your resources, you've got your teaching the lesson. Some things that should be noted: what do the students see? What does the teacher see? Well, the students are going to see the prompt, they're going to see the resources. I really like to put time into my resources. I consider this to be the spice of the lesson. This is where I'm going to be putting, a link to the document that we're studying or annotating, YouTube videos, related vocabulary. I mean, you can really, really get into it here. Here we have our criteria. The students will see this as well. What they will not see is the teaching the lesson part. This will only be for the teacher's eyes. This is sort of like the teacher's edition, so we wouldn't want the teachers to see this. And then why we love the lesson is also something that only teachers will see. This would be a note from teacher to teacher, if you will, about why the lesson is powerful or strong. Now, when I want to assign this lesson to my students, I'm just going to go to Assign. And by going to this area here, I can further modify the lesson if I would like to diversify it or differentiate it. And this is where I'm going to be assigning it to my groups and to the Hive. Another neat trick is I can share this lesson with another colleague, and that's easily done by just copying the URL at the address bar, copy the URL, send it in an email to anybody you would like to, and then they will have your lesson. Now, they can modify it to their heart's content, but that will not affect your lesson. So it's a way that teachers can create and share and modify, and that's the way we designed it, and we think it's really, really a handy way to go. So enjoy creating prompts. You're going to get really, really good at it, and before long, you'll have a cornucopia of prompts and lessons that you can present to your kids and share with other teachers. It's a lot of fun. Enjoy.